The San Antonio Spurs were not supposed to be this good. They have surprised everybody, starting off the year 4-5, and it's behind their defense. They have the number 5 rated defense in the NBA, and Victor Wembanyama is not even playing well yet. His shooting splits are down from his rookie season, and they haven't even had Devin Vassell play a single minute. He's about to come back. Could this San Antonio Spurs team make a run? Today we're going to look at their elite defense, the rookie Stephon Castle, as well as a couple of emerging three-point shooters in Malachi Branham and Julian Champagnie, so make sure you stick around for all of that and more. Wemby had 7 stocks last night, and now we're going to get into this pick and roll here with Jeremy Grant running through, and DeAndre Ayton's going to come off of him, so Champagnie has to make a decision. With Wemby coming up on this pick and roll, is he going to go with Ayton or is he going to go with Jeremy Grant? Well, he doesn't have to make a decision because he's got one of the best pick and roll defenders, maybe of all time, on the court with him. Ashvita tries to throw that lob up, and Wemby says, "Give me those." Wemby also can wall up very well. Kamara's going to come in here, kamikaze, into the paint. You don't jump to pass. Number one thing. That's something NBA players do all the time that they shouldn't. And Wemby's just going to get a piece of it and go the other way. It's not a good idea to go up on a 7'5" guy. I don't even think he jumped to block this shot right here. You got a driving kick to Simons, and Stephon Castle doesn't close out, so that's not good. Kamara comes in here and gets the rebound, but you got this man right here, the alien who is going to take care of things, block it without jumping, ball gets batted around, Chris Paul gets it, possession for the Spurs. This Spurs defense is already so much better. Yes, offensively they're not great, but hey, every possession starts with this man right here, Stephon Castle, picking you up 94 feet, and that's not fun for opposing guards. So this play right here by the Blazers, watch Wembanyama, right? So DeAndre Ayton setting a down screen on Harrison Barnes for Ashvita, however you say his name, to pop to the corner. So Wemby's got to be there, but he's also protecting the rim. He's two places at once as Toumani Camara rolls to the rim, and this is insanity. Like, there's one player in the league that can do this, and it's Victor Wembanyama. He blocks it, it goes out of bounds, saves a layup. So like I said, it goes off the Blazers. Blazers take it out, OB under, and now here's Wemby once again, chesting up DeAndre Ayton beyond the free throw line. Ayton's going to get into a little dribble handoff with Jeremy Grant, and watch this. Beautiful drop coverage by Victor Wembanyama. He's playing both at the same time. Jeremy Grant tries to get into the lane and lob it, and Victor, pretty good defense. I don't know what really DeAndre Ayton was doing right there. And now their 7'5" center is going to bring it into the front court and let Chris Paul initiate the offense. He's going to spin off Kamara here as he rolls into the lane, forcing Anthony Simons he's got to stay here. He can't get out as Julian Champagnie sneaks out to the three-point line. He can't go with him. He's got to stay to guard Victor Wembanyama, who has now spun out. Chris Paul, the point guard himself, reads all of this. I mean, he does this in his sleep, reads this beautifully, hits Champagnie, easy 3, 5-0 Spurs. I mean, just look at how hard it is to get into a simple pick and roll here for Anthony Simons, right? Most other centers in the league are going to be back here. You even have Harrison Barnes in help, right? Chris Paul shifted over. Stephon Castle's right where he needs to be. So they've rotated early. If they need to, if they make this early pass, then Castle will fly up. Harrison Barnes will fly over. But what happens is, watch Wembanyama. He is perfect. You can't pull up because of his length, and then he gets it to Ayton. Harrison Barnes is already there. Wemby recovers. DeAndre Ayton tries to back it out, and look at the ball pressure. Ashvita cuts in free, right? Stephon Castle doesn't see him. He cuts in free, but look at the ball pressure. Look at Wemby mirror every move that DeAndre Ayton makes, so he can't make this pass until finally Ashvita gets it with like 7 seconds on the shot clock. Stephon Castle looked really good last night as well, just a big physical guard. Actually, no stocks, which kind of surprised me, but right here, Barnes just going to pop, Champagnie's going to pop, and just right down Broadway goes Stephon Castle. I love the physicality that he plays with, man. Right in the lane, give me that. And now we're picking you up. Where you at? This is his offense highlight, but also his defense highlight. Watch him not let Anthony Simons come off this screen at first. He ends up getting to come off the screen, but great defense. It takes a second attempt to get there, and then the pass is errant, and we're out. Champagnie kicks it up to Stephon Castle. Get on that rim. On this one, Scoot Henderson has murder on his mind. Misses it. Good job by Zach Collins. And then out the other way, we got a one-on-one. Two extremely athletic dudes, right? Shadon Sharp is actually going to get there to cut him off. But Nice step through by Stephon Castle. Beautiful right there. All right, so here comes Blake Wesley off the screen, I believe. Zach Collins is going to roll. So Shadon has to come to help. Tumani Kamara rotates down. Anthony Simons is supposed to be playing both right here. He's a one-man zone. He doesn't play both. Stephon Castle cuts right in behind where Kamara was, and it's an easy dunk for Castle. And then finally, this is a really, really nice sign, right? So he's able to handle the ball all the way down the court, coming off this pick and roll. DeAndre Ayton's in drop coverage. That's the difference. Watch the difference between like Ayton, a normal NBA center, and then Wembanyama in pick and roll. Wemby will be up here guarding both. Anyways, here comes Stephon Castle off the screen. Kamara, I believe, is right behind him. Here comes Zach Collins as well, rolling right to the rim. And he's just going to do a fantastic job of taking what the defense gives him and getting to the elbow, pulling up, nice little jumper. If he continues to do stuff like that, he could be very, very good very soon. His three-point attempts weren't bad either, right? So a little pick and roll here, get it to Chris Paul. He's going to run the flare and take this three, and it's not bad at all. Just goes back rim a little bit. Very confident shot. Just missed it a little long. It looked very good. And then once again here, working off of the pick and roll, gets the switch that he wants now so he can attack this matchup, right, with DeAndre Ayton. That's what they're trying to work with him on. He's going to hit a little setback. Honestly, not the worst move in the world, and hey, it was dead straight, just a little bit long. And then this one, we need to work on step-in threes a little bit because Julian Champagnie's been a really nice surprise. We talked about this earlier, this read that Chris Paul made. He's been a very pleasant surprise, knocking down the corner three. And then this play was beautiful. They cut it off a little bit, but this starts out with a Victor Wembanyama pick and roll with Julian Champagnie, who's going to attack the paint, kick it out to Harrison Barnes, swings it to Chris Paul, one more to Stephon Castle. I would have loved to see Stephon Castle take this shot confidently and knock it down. Instead, he's going to drive to the elbow. Champagnie's going to clear out, giving him space to work, and he's going to kick it to Champagnie, who's going to knock it down. Extremely tough shot, fading away into the corner like that, but beautiful basketball by the Spurs. This dude's a corner specialist. Barnes rips through, kicks corner, and guess who's sitting there waiting? Julian Champagnie. Bang. Now check this sorcery out. We got a 7'5" point guard running the pick and roll with Stephon Castle, the rookie, as a point guard who is going to roll into the paint. Wemby's going to get it to him. He's already discarded Jeremy Grant. Now we got a 3-on-4. Only 3 Blazers defenders, and then you got Castle with 1, 2, 3 offensive players. Nice read here from Castle. Kicks it to Chris Paul, and then the floor general himself gets it one more. Julian Champagnie, corner specialist. Now, Champagnie's not the only one that has been really shooting it well for the Spurs this year. Malachi Branham, the former number 20 overall pick, has been shooting lights out so far this year. 52% from 3. He's doing it in more ways than one. Pump fake, freezes Ajvida, gets it to Zach Collins, working the ball around, and then a nice little cut. Great find from Stephon Castle, and he's just going to finish at the rim. Nice basketball. Now, this is a really, really nice play. Going to start out with some eye candy on the right side of the court, and then we're going to get into a little dribble handoff here with Zach Collins for Branham. Empty side of the floor, the weak side, if you will. There's nobody over here, so here comes Zach Collins. Dribble handoff, and now Branham can attack, right? He's going to get to his spot at the free throw line, fall-away jumper. Beautiful. Now, very similar to what the Nuggets do with Jokic, the Spurs are going to play off of Victor Wembanyama and everybody that is shifted to that side of the court when he has the ball in the post. So he's going to hit the skip pass to Branham. Branham's going to give it one more to Chris Paul. Paul's going to attack, draw in Denny Ajvida, and then he's going to kick to Malachi Branham for the open 3 ball. That's really good basketball.